What's going on, guys? Welcome back. NFL commentary for you. Do me a favor, take a moment. Like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter, shutdown safety is my username. Want to talk about DeMarco Murray. And you kind of have to sigh before you say it. I mean, this guy really is the epitome of reap what you sow. You know, he was unhappy last year with Chip Kelly. He's still unhappy now, even though Kelly's been fired and Doug Peterson is the new coach. And really, it's going to come down to him. How unhappy is DeMarco Murray? Is he unhappy to the point where he's going to go ahead and look to take that lesser contract, to restructure his deal, to help him get out of Philadelphia, or not? Because he reaped what he sowed. He chose this. I don't have a lot of pity for someone who chooses their destiny. He chased the money to a degree. He got the money he wanted. A lot of fans saw this coming. You know, Dallas got their offensive line in order. Murray, had a breakout, one of the best seasons we've had in a very long time. Perhaps it went to his head, but at the end of the day, he had an ability to go out and chase a contract for cash. He accepted it. He reverted back to really a less than stellar, I don't even want to say shell of himself, but he really just isn't suited for the Eagles' offense, and he has a terrible season. And to me, the intriguing thing is when you go back and you look, all the people that talked about how stupid Dallas was for not keeping him and not paying him, and Philly gave him the money that they wanted, and this, that, or the other, you have to almost give Jerry Jones a little bit of credit for not paying that ridiculous amount of money, since now we can see what DeMarco Murray may really be. The Eagles have such a contract built up here, it's really got them in a box where they're just going to have to either pay him to sit on the shelf or take an incredible hit for cutting him. I mean, he's got a 5-year, $40 million contract, which makes a $7 million base this season. No team, I don't think, is going to pick up $7 million for what they saw last year. You cut him, and you've got $13 million in dead cap. And if you trade him, I think you're left with like $5 million of a cap hit, because you've got $13 million for the cap hit and the bonus, $8 million for the salary. So really, the only way he could do this is to rework his deal in agreement with whatever team would want him. And that is complex beyond imagination. It really almost depends on the team that would be willing to take him. I'm certainly not seeing anyone looking at last year's footage and saying, okay, let's sign $7 million to him right now and move along. I mean, if anything, you almost have to wonder that the Eagles can't cut him because they have so much vested. And obviously, he's not going to produce there unless they bring in even more offensive linemen, which, ultimately may cost them money they don't have at this point. But for somebody who looked like he had one of the best seasons in a very long time, for somebody that came in as a highly touted free agent, a lot of people talked about him being the last great running back contract, or the epitome of why you don't give running backs those big contracts, because they can come and go so quickly. It seems like it really has lived up to that billing. And that, to me, in a way, is sad, because the coveted free agent halfback, in my opinion, has been gone for a very long time, and this does nothing but just reiterate to teams, you don't do this. You just can't do it in this day and age. I would love to know your guys' opinions on a possible DeMarco Murray team or trade. Appreciate you checking out this video. I'll be back in the week with more content.